All right, let's talk conductor. Conductor should be a very familiar word for us. And the key word for conductor is, of course, electricity. Being a conductor is the ability to move electrons easily. And as you guys know, people that can do this are wires and most forms of metal. Plastic's a pretty good non-example of things that does not move electrons easily. All right, let's talk about chemical properties. Toxic. You've heard the word toxic before. We're going to remember toxic means poison. Causes harm to living things. For example, things like lead or asbestos is poisonous. Don't use lead paint. Don't go sniffing the rubber cement. Don't be digging around the floors of Congress Middle School because they're filled full of asbestos. It'll give you cancer. Not good. Another example would be like most things we eat for food. It's good for you. Feel free to eat it. Moving on. Let's talk chemical resistance. Chemical resistance, keyword here is, well, we don't have a keyword, but it's going to be our ability to withstand breakdown from things like acids and water and oxygen and other chemicals. Great example of being a new homeowner would be having treated wood. I've got this deck outside that has not been treated, which means it looks beat up. It's probably only been around for 5 to 10 years, but it looked like it's been there much longer than my neighbor's deck because the sun has just beat it up. There's probably insects in there, the rain, all sorts of stuff because it hasn't been treated. So it is not resistant to stuff that's wearing it down. Difference here would be untreated wood, which is what my deck is made out of. Thank you, previous homeowner. Let's talk corrosion. I say corrosion, you say rust. This is the chemical reaction involving water and oxygen, and this happens a lot to iron. This would be like your rusty bike that you shouldn't have left outside in the rain and in the air. Opposite examples would be like plastic. Plastic doesn't get corrosion or rust because it doesn't undergo this chemical reaction. Okay, let's talk fun one. Combustion. Combustion means fire. This would be the ability to catch on fire, which not everything can do. Paper's really good at this. Grass is really good at this. Cardboard. All sorts of good things we could put here. Things that aren't. It's like plastic. Throw it in the fire. It doesn't burn. What does it do? It melts. That's right. Nice job. Okay, looks like we got 4 left. Let's keep it rolling. I'm going to get my red pen in here. All right, thermal expansion. Keyword here is swell. This is the ability to expand or contract in warm, cold weather. Gosh, hard to spell. Weather. Examples, this would be like sidewalks. Do this. Milk jugs do not do this. Think about sidewalks. Why do they have those cracks? Every, section of the sidewalk's got a little crack. Then you got this other section of the sidewalk. Well, that crack they put in there because they know it's going to expand and shrink. Expand in the summer, shrink in the winter. So they want to control where that crack is going in the sidewalk. Genius. Thermal conductivity. Keyword there, we're talking about heat. It's the rating for how heat flows through a substance. So stuff that has high thermal conductivity, this would be like most of your metals, things like frying pans, things that don't conduct heat very good, cloth doesn't conduct it very good. That's why we have oven mitts that are made of cloth. Air is a good insulator. It doesn't conduct thermal heat very good. So those are good non-examples for thermal conductivity. Melting point, I say melting, you say liquid. This is the temperature at which solids melt. And to be honest, I don't really have. I'm going to come over here on my other screen. I'm going to steal my 2 X's. I'm going to put them right here because, everything melts. You heat anything up hot enough, I promise you it will melt. So you can't really have a good or poor example because everything will melt, even rock, if you get it hot enough. Hence we have a mantle. And how did combustion sneak over here? That is not supposed to be here. We're only supposed to have 18, so yes, I'm going to delete you. And you are done! Congratulations! You just survived 2 rounds of notes. So now you got a great set of vocabulary words for this unit. We're going to use them a lot in the next 2 to 3 weeks. Congratulations. Let's see what we're supposed to do next for class.